This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
Precisely 1:15. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Sharifa Tahir. Headlines. The final committee report of the Easter Sunday attack will be handed over to the President this afternoon. 5 containers of imported coconut oil re-exported to Malaysia. The Health Ministry has taken measures to strengthen the existing laws on alpha-toxin. Ranjan Ramanayake might lose his parliamentary seat. Amendments of election system soon. JVP and Peratagami parties commemorate their 50th April Viru Samaruwa. News overseas, Maharashtra state of India to see curfew and weekend lockdown. Local news in detail. Presidential Legal Director General Harigupta Rohanadira says that the final committee report relevant to the Easter Sunday attack will be handed over to President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. After that, the President will consider the regulations and recommendations included in the report. A committee has been appointed to look into the recommendations of the Parliamentary Committee report on Easter Sunday under the patronage of Minister Chamal Rajapaksa. The customs report says all measures have been set in place to re-export the 5 containers of coconut oil stocks of one of the 3 companies that imported unrefined coconut oil containing carcinogens to Malaysia. Accordingly, the relevant coconut oil stocks of Katana refineries will be re-exported within this week. It was recently revealed that stocks of unrefined coconut oil imported by 3 companies, Ali Brothers, Edrisinghe Edible Oil and Katana Refineries, contained the carcinogen alpha-toxin. It was confirmed through a second test that the relevant coconut oil stocks contain high levels of alpha-toxin. Thereby, the Sri Lanka Customs ordered the relevant companies to re-export their coconut oil stocks. Measures have also been taken to re-export 95 containers of coconut oil which is not suitable for human consumption. 2 ships are to reach the country in this regard. The Health Ministry has decided to strengthen the existing laws on alpha-toxin. This decision has been taken to prevent the increase of liver cancer due to the consumption of the toxin contained in food items. The Court of Appeal has rejected the writ application filed by the incarcerated parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayake. Ramanayake's legal counsel had filed a relevant writ petition seeking an interim order preventing the suspension of his seat in the parliament. The Attorney General and Secretary General of the Parliament have been named as the respondents of the petition. The case was taken up before the Court of Appeal Justices Arjuna Obesekara and Mayaduna Korea this morning. Declaring the verdict, Judge Arjuna Obesekara stated that there was no legal basis for this petition. Parliament sittings commenced today at 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. The entire day has been allotted for questions for oral answers by the members of Parliament. The Secretary-General of Parliament, Mr. Dhammika Dasanayake, stated that his decision was arrived at the Committee on Parliamentary Business given the motion moved by the Minister of Foreign and Leader of the House, Honourable Dinesh Gunawardena, to allow 50 questions for oral answers by members of Parliament today. Motion for the appointment of the Select Committee of Parliament to identify appropriate reforms of the election laws and the electoral system and to recommend necessary amendments is scheduled to be moved in Parliament on the same day, said the Secretary-General. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation giving you the news.
The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life.
The Janata Vimukti Peramuna and the Frontline Socialist Party organised celebrations at several places to commemorate the 50th April Virusamaruwa, which falls today. JVP will hold celebrations in Hinguragoda, Thangalla, Kirillavala and Kurunagala areas. Peratagami Party also conducted a ceremony at Tissamaharama. The Mrs. Sri Lanka 2021 pageant held at the Nelumpokana Theatre last night ended in a major brawl after the reigning Mrs. World Caroline Jury stripped the winner of her crown after she was announced and crowned the first runner-up instead. According to eyewitnesses, contestant number 20, Pushpika De Silva, was announced as Mrs. Sri Lanka 2021 and was crowned as the victory. But when the winner was about to take her victory walk, Caroline Jury had stormed on stage and said there was a rule that divorcees could not be crowned as winners. She charged that Pushpika De Silva was a divorcee and hence was ineligible to win the crown. Jury was then seen charging towards her and removing the crown despite some protests from the winner. That's on local news.
Introducing Speed Investment with Sri Lanka Insurance, the only insurance policy that increases your sum assured by 5% every year for the same premium amount. You also get a bonus payment at maturity. What better plan to have when you can invest now and relax later? The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life. Sri Lanka Insurance. Like a father, like a mother.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
Leader of the House, Minister Dinesh Gunawardena, said that measures will be taken to amend the election system. Honourable Minister said in Parliament today the opposition has agreed to appoint a select committee to take decisive decisions on election system and election laws.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya.
And on Watchlight, the residents as well as the school children in the Hambantota district are facing severe difficulties due to increasing of stray dog population. The stray dogs are mostly gathered in roads, bus stands and in hospitals in the area. Several students have been bitten by these dogs. The situation will also increase the health hazard. This is for the attention of the Director of the District Health Service of the Hambantota Health Department.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
the best discount in this Aurudhu season, People's Leasing Polywasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Aurudhu season. Call 011 206 300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines: Maharashtra State of India to see curfew and weekend lockdown. Truck driver detained over Taiwan derailment. Pakistan Prime Minister seeks nations' help to fight inflation and corruption. The Indian state of Maharashtra will see tighter restrictions from today following a sharp spike in COVID-19 infections. A nighttime curfew will be enforced and the state will be under a full lockdown on weekends. India saw its highest day of infections since mid-September yesterday, with 93,249 new cases. More than half of those were in Maharashtra, which has India's largest city, Mumbai, as its capital. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asked a specialist team to visit the state and investigate why there has been such a severe spike there. The truck driver, believed to be responsible for one of the deadliest train derailment in Taiwan's history, will be detained for 2 months. A court granted that request from prosecutors last night. It said the driver, suspected of causing death through negligence, may destroy evidence. Before he was summoned to court, the man read a statement to reporters. The crash happened at the start of a busy holiday weekend. If it left at least 50 people dead and more than 200 others injured. Finally, on World News, Prime Minister Imran Khan yesterday sought public support to overcome corruption, inflation, COVID-19 pandemic and increasing obscenity in society and assured the nation that he would not take any decision that will be against the interests of the country, including trade with India and IMF conditions. Imran Khan alone cannot tackle those problems and needs public support to overcome them, the Prime Minister said in his third public interaction through telethon. And that's on World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
The best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polywasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011-206-300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
And on development news, the Galle office of the Irrigation Department says that 5 million rupees has been allocated to develop rural irrigational network in the Galle district. Accordingly, 80 rural irrigational network are to be developed. 50 such development networks are nearing completion.
Development News was brought to you by CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
And on sports news, Sri Lanka Football Federation is ready to provide a highest cash award at the Super League football tournament. Accordingly, nearly 24 million rupees is to be given for the victory team. The tournament will be held on the 19th of this month at the Colombo Sukatadasa Stadium. 10 teams are to participate at the tournament. The World Football Federation will give their support for the success of the tournament.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
And on business news, a memorandum of understanding was signed between the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the SME Business Trust Guarantee Limited to encourage small and medium-scale entrepreneurs under the chairmanship of the Minister of Youth and Sports in Colombo.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic News, courtesy of
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
And on economic news, the Commercial Bank of Ceylon has won the awards of the Best Bank for Small and Medium Enterprises and Best Bank for Corporate Social Responsibility for the second year in a row from Asia Money magazine, the top-ranking publication and authority on banking and capital markets in Asia. The award for Best Bank for SMEs recognizes Commercial Bank's efforts in identifying the importance of small and medium enterprises to the economy of the country and the products.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasir, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
The Met Department says showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in Sabaragama province and in Kalutara, Gaul, Matara and Nuwara districts in the evening or night. Mainly fair weather will prevail over elsewhere of the island. On the apparent northward relative motion of the sun, it is going to be directly over the latitudes of Sri Lanka during the 5th to the 14th of April this year. The nearest areas of Sri Lanka over which the sun is overhead tomorrow, the 6th, are Dodangoda, Iddagoda, Agalavatta, Atwaltota, Ranwala, Godavallipokuna and Kumanavava at about 12:13 noon.
CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
Before we wind up, a quick look at the headlines again. The final committee report of the Easter Sunday attack will be handed over to the President this afternoon. 5 containers of imported coconut oil to be re-exported to Malaysia. Health Ministry has taken measures to strengthen the existing laws on aflatoxin. Ranjan Ramanayaka might lose his parliamentary seat. Amendments of election systems soon. JVP and Peritagami parties commemorate their 50th April Viru Samarua. And on news overseas, Maharashtra, state of India to see curfew and weekend lockdown. With that, we conclude the afternoon bulletin of news, and it's back to Victor Raj this afternoon to give you some good instrumentals on lunchtime music.